Hi y'all, one more again. I got one more video for today, and in this one we're going to be talking about obligation and responsibility when it comes to those narcissists. Y'all like my makeup? Ain't I cute? Narcissist, all is mental. All is mental. Remember this: Sale, Mercedes, Victim, Pygmisha, Bonetta. Which one you want to be? I've said this and I'll say it 100 times over and over again. You are obligated to nobody but yourself. And they will have you thinking it is your job and your responsibility to fulfill them and whatever it is they want, regardless of what they bring or not bringing to the table. Like my hair. So what are you going to do? You're going to allow somebody else to tell you what you need to be doing for them. They always benefit from it. Is that what you're going to be doing? Is that how we're doing it now? Because you have no idea what you're supposed to be doing. So I guess this is it. This is it if you say it is it. Because if he hits you, what are you going to do? You're going to call police and going to leave. If he cheats on you, what you going to do? You're going to pick up and leave, or you're going to stay with him? If he abuses your children, how far does this have to go before you just cut this loose? Because you already know this is done deal. Ain't going to work. It ain't working. I don't like it. When you start not liking something, that's a red flag. Another one is responsibility. You are only responsible for one person in this world unless you have children 0 to 18. And that's the one you look at every day. All is mental. They will have you believing that you are responsible for whatever else, what list of BS they have written for you in their head. So if I'm supposed to wash, cook, clean, and do all these circus tricks in the bedroom, what you obligated to do? I'm still waiting. Ain't nobody answered that one for me yet. Ain't nobody answered that one for me yet. What you supposed to be doing? I don't know. What you supposed to be doing? So what I did was this. I decided to take my life back into my hands, my responsibility, and I put myself at the top of the list and X'd out everybody else. Unless you're the type of person that got the same consideration, love, and responsibility for me that I would have and respect that I would have for you, then we can talk. I have standards. I have too much going on for me. I bring too much. I have too much to offer. As the sheriff says, I bring nothing to the table. You feel what I'm saying? Meet people and be around people that are like you or better. Don't always be the smartest person in the room. I like not being the smartest person in the room because I like learning. I like learning from other people. Experience will always be your best and better teacher. And to hear what other people have been through, the ones that have been abused, the ones that have been cheated on, and the best part about it is when they're survivors. I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor of many abuses, but you don't know it. You have no idea. Because everybody has this expectation and a picture of what an abused person is supposed to look like, and they don't look like me. No, they don't look like me. Believe that. It's not hard, but it's fun. It's a fun walk. It's not a hard walk. It could be a not easy walk. When you're first trying to build those blocks of standards, and the rules are for you. They not for mom and them. The rules are for you to keep you to draw that line and to build that wall. And behind that wall, that's where all your heaven is. You ain't gonna have to. You don't have to wait to die to have your heaven. Have your heaven now. Oh my gosh, give me your heaven right here. I like to burn my candles. I like to have. I went to the store early and before I got up here to make a video, I put some more makeup on. This is my heaven right here. And when I take all this off, the hair, the makeup, whatever, I still in heaven. Because this don't make me. There's many layers to me. And the only people that know that are the people that know me best, that know me very well. It's not meant that many people that do. And it's meant to be that way. It's going to be that way, and it's going to stay that way. It's not your job to advertise. That's what pick-mishes do. Oh, look at me, look at me, look at me. This is what I offer. This is what I offer. This is what I offer. And there's a whole slew of them out there. They done turn it into a competition. And I'm not. I don't compete at all. I never did. Because when you're in competition, guess what you're going to do? You are going to put it all on the table. There are no rules when it comes to competition. You will do whatever it is you got to do. And while y'all over here bickering and carrying on with this guy, one or two things is going to be happening. Either he going to go on by his business. Excuse me. He going to go on by his business and find somebody else, or he's standing there looking at you laughing. They're laughing at you. Believe it or not, mom and them is going to be laughing at you. In your face and behind your back. Nobody in their right mind would laugh at me in my face. Nobody. In their right mind. I told you. It's a lot of fun on this side, honey. Y'all better come join me. Please. I'm not the one. I'm not saying I ain't the one to be fucked with. I'm not going to sit there and say that. Because everybody has their turn. Everybody has their day. But I don't give that impression out there of being that type of person to be bothered. I'm a very respectful person. I have a certain aura about me. When I come into a room, there's certain things you will see about me. It's just it. You have to carry yourself a particular way. You have to, dress a particular way. I mean, you have to, saying that you have to be covered from here to here to your toes and 24/7. Because now, if you ever see me, I'm not at all. But when you exude that, when you put that out there in the universe, and waves and waves, and just to close your eyes, and it's like waves in the ocean, and you put that out there, guess what's going to happen? When they see you, they're not going to see, hoopty, bucket, sail. They're always very, very cautious and low key when they approach me. Always. Always, y'all. I ain't got time. I mean, you have some people that just have outlandish personalities and just are loud. But those guys, even though we may exchange numbers, they have the tendency of falling off after a first couple of phone calls, just to see what they about. It ain't nothing wrong with that. It's called freelancing. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Sometimes, you need your ego stroked. You need to be stroked sometimes. And I ain't talking about down there. I'm talking about your ego, your mind. Sometimes you need, the reinforcement about, am I on the right path, or am I doing the right thing? And, you'll have that self-doubt that will creep in, but it is your job to creep that motherfucker back out. Don't let it stay there. Don't let it, build up shop. No, it is not. No, you don't let that live there. You don't allow that to stay there. No. Because it'll grow, it'll fester, and one day you're going to wake up and wonder where this come from. Then you got to dig it up by the root and throw that bitch out. Yeah. Dig it up by the root and throw it out. And that's a lot of stuff you will be doing in a new and in growing and going through this process of your path. You will be doing probably a lot of crying in the beginning. And no, you might even end up hating. You might go in the direction of hating yourself and blaming yourself. No, you take responsibility for the part you played in it. And the rest of that stuff, you shake it off. Shake it off, shake it off, shake it off. Give it to them. Let them handle it. It's them. All is mental. That's all they have. All they have is ego. Because when you strip them down, there's nothing inside but hurt. At the end of the day, ain't nothing inside but a whole lots of hurt. But when they strip me down, I see my insides, ain't nothing but glycerin and glittering gold. That's it. I shine so bright, babies. So, 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 so bright. I shine so bright. shine very bright. You know, I shines very bright, and I know it. I can be just as vain and egotistical as the next person, as the next man, but that's not where it is for me. That's why I can be this way. It ain't a humble. I ain't a humble bone in my body. Don't think it's being humble. This is confidence. It's not being vain. It's being sure in who I am and what I know I bring to the table and what I have to offer. And if you're not sure about that, you may have to do what I did. You're going to have to take yourself, pull yourself to the side, in the back, cut the light off, get in the dark, embrace that dark, and do just a lot of breaking down and building, a lot of breaking down and building. Because, and then you're going to be tested. The universe is going to see if you're ready. You ready for the next level. When I went over there in St. Croix, and I would just ask, okay, what's next? What next? Is this is all? It's got to be something better than this. And when I read the Bible first, did I read the Bible first? I did read the Bible. It took me like 3 months to read that Bible. You don't read the Bible like you read a book. Anyway, I remember the universe just like opened up, and it was just like, it just rained knowledge. All my ancestors, gods and goddesses, known and unknown, they were just chatter, just going off, laughing at me, laughing with me. I mean, just to soothe me when I would cry. I did a lot of crying. Let me tell you something. Experience is what's going to build you if you allow it. You learn, you get stronger with every level. You take responsibility for your part and whatever else. For example, he cheated. Why did he cheat? Let's say you've been working a lot. Okay, fine, cool. I've been working a lot, not paying, not giving you the attention that you really wanted or whatever, being too tired because I'm working a lot. Okay, fine, cool. You take responsibility for that working a lot. Okay? Now, let's look behind that why you working so much. Because at the end of the day, whatever excuse he gives you, he was the one that went and cheated. You didn't lay him down and just throw a woman on him. Or it was an accident. So you just accidentally tripped into somebody's coochie. Is that what you're telling me? While I'm working. You tripping into women's coochie. Okay. Fine. If that's what you said, I was working too much, I didn't had given you the time, that's cool. But we are responsible for our own. Regardless of how things end, you are responsible for your own. That's the part you have to take responsible for. I was working so much. I wasn't giving him the attention. I was hanging out with my girls. I was shopping. I had to, taking the kids all over the place. And then when I get home, I'm tired. I'm not making time for him. That's still not. And we are all our adults. We are all responsible for what we do. And don't get it twisted. Men do some dumb stuff. They do some real ratchet dumb shit. And you have people that will purposely cheat and get caught on purpose. Because they don't know how to say, this just ain't this. No, I can't do this no more. I just rather you motherfucker disappear. Just get ghosts. Let me come home one day and your ass just be gone. Yeah, gone. Excuse me. Ooh, that shrimp got me. So remember, obligation, nobody but yourself. It's all about you. Until you allow someone to come in that is worthy. And you got to write that down. In the universe. Not what you don't want, but what you do want. And clean them insides out. Go into the dark and clean them insides out. And you will learn what your responsibilities are to yourself and why. What you deserve as a person. As a king. As a queen. As a god or a goddess. Whatever title you want to use. Which you are deserving of. Put it down there. Share, like, subscribe. All that good stuff. I will have an email down there if you want to go back and forth. Have some convo. I'll help you out with that too. See where you need to start. This is